Is right for you.
A lot of us may be sick of it, but it's still pretty in spots. Look at these fairy tale snowflakes falling in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Looks like something out of Frozen, right? Our thanks to Anya Richardson for taking the picture. And, she's been tweeting with our producers that she didn't use any filters or anything. It's just cropped of a photo that she took. Really good stuff. You got to frame that or put it on a postcard or something. Hey, we're back with brand new winter storm. It's Sparta. This is named after the prominent Greek city, and it has far-reaching impacts already causing problems out on the roads through parts of Texas, Oklahoma. Now I anticipate Arkansas. Things are going to get a little worse for you as some of that heavy snow works closer to the Little Rock area. Notice south of Austin, we've got a little purple showing up. That's freezing rain. And our weather producer, Sean, tells me that he has seen reports of at least cars, signs, they're reported with a little glaze of ice. Not reporting issues on the roads, but we do have winter weather advisories out for Austin and San Antonio, so please keep that in mind. Be careful if you were to step out on your deck, especially if it's wood. Those get awfully slippery. Denver, Saturday into Sunday, you're watching for snow, not just to end your Saturday, 8 through 11 p.m., but also to start your Sunday, 5, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. You could see snow showers to start the a.m. with temps in the low teens. Through Sunday, this is what we're looking at. Denver, an inch for you, but 8 inches in Vail. Further off to the south and west, high elevations could see 20 inches. Places like Jasper. Dave.
And in places such as Chicago, it is cold. We've got snow on the ground, and there's more coming. It's 13 out there. You got 2 more winter storms coming up. Well, meteorologist Reynolds Wolf tells us just how close Chicago will get to seeing its snowiest February on record.
That's right. I am coming to you from Chicago, but from this vantage point, you look out over this, we could be in the North Pole, for heaven's sakes. See a couple of lighthouses out there. As we pan our way a little bit over towards my left, you can see the Navy Pier, and then, of course, you see beautiful downtown Chicago. In fact, let's take a look at that. I'm going to try to ease my way over here, stepping on not just snow, but also quite a bit of ice. We had quite a bit of wind that created a nice layer of ice on this little peninsula. And from my vantage point, you've got the aquarium over here, the planetarium right there, and yes, the beautiful Windy City. Windy City ought to be called the cold city because we are well below the freezing point. We are going to warm up as we get into Sunday. Sunday's high temperature expected to be around 32 degrees, but still a chance of snow back in the forecast. Not sure if we're going to break that February record, by the way, of 29 inches that was set back in 2011, but more snow is the last thing this great city wants or needs. All right, we need to send it back to you at the studio.
Thanks a lot, Reynolds. Well, here we are in Duluth, Minnesota, and it's even colder here than it was in Chicago. Look at that temperature, huh? At 8 o'clock this morning with a light wind. Boy, at that temperature, a light wind makes it feel so much colder. This is the first February that we may not reach 28 degrees in Duluth here in northeastern Minnesota, and that would be a brand new record. So far, the highest temperature, 27. That was set earlier this month, and a February without a 28-degree reading has never happened. And they've been keeping records here for a long time, 1875. We're forecasting this will be the first February that's ever happened. Then on Sunday, it's March. We may even hit the freezing mark. What a concept, huh? Wow, it is still very cold. Our average high is about 60 in Memphis. There's your current temperature. About 65 in Dallas. Hello, 40 degrees below average. So this is the latest round of Arctic air. That's got us from the Front Range of the Rockies, 18 in Denver, all the way over to Detroit, where our wind chill is 10 below. So temperature, wind chill, it doesn't matter. It is uncomfortable, and so many of us have had it. We've had it, right? We're expecting more record lows on Saturday before the atmosphere starts to modify just a little bit. But when you wake up on Saturday, prepare for another morning, pretty much like we've had all month. Well, there we have it, my friend. A look at the Arctic cold and storms on the way from west to east. We'll detail the timing on them and let you what you can expect.
Great rate rates for great rides. Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
There's a place for vacationers who seek more than just a little time off. The ones who choose to go big or stay home.
Come with me now.
Where every amazing, despicable, wizarding adventure reveals moments that are truly epic. This place is made for those who do more than just vacation.
Go with me now.
It's made for those who vacation like they mean it. Universal Orlando Resort.
Eligible for Medicare? That's a good thing, but it doesn't cover everything. Only about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. So consider an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like all standardized Medicare Supplement insurance plans, they could save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. Call today to request a free decision guide. With these types of plans, you'll be able to visit any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. Plus, there are no networks and virtually no referrals needed. Join the millions who have already enrolled in the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP and provided by United Healthcare Insurance Company, which has over 30 years of experience behind it. With all the good years ahead, look for the experience and commitment to go the distance with you. Call now to request your free decision guide.
Thrilled to have Jim Cantore on the show. He's been through like 80 tropical systems.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
One look at that Red Baron pizza, and you're gonna love it from the first bite to the last. Because a perfect pizza requires a perfect crust. The sauce commands your attention. The cheese begs you to savor every bite. The pepperoni declares you have reached pizza nirvana. And that last slice?
What's it worth to you?
A perfect crust means a better pizza. Red Baron, love at first bite. Pick up a pizza you can call your own. Red Baron Singles.
Before you can cash that 1,000-pound paycheck on the end of the line, you've got to get your hands on the reel. Wicked Tuna, new episodes, Sundays at 9 on the National Geographic Channel.
Dive right in and enjoy McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwich, wild-caught Alaskan pollock from a sustainable fishery, topped with melty American cheese, creamy tartar sauce, and served on a soft, steamed bun. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
There's no obligation, so call toll-free at 1-800-200-6120.
This March, one man's trash, this is perfect, is another man's wood-powered Jeep gasifier.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy with showers. Thunder possible. Low 68. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday, thunderstorms likely. High 78. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday night, variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Low 71. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This is the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We're over Garland, Texas, or the helicopter from NBC 5 News in Dallas is. And light snow is falling over downtown. Apparently a mishap involving a school bus. Traffic has been a nightmare today, but things are slowly improving, at least for most of us. We still have some very light snow that's really tapered off, but the problem is we're in the mid-20s, the roads are cold, and Well, a little bit of ice, like an inch or two, as we got this morning, is enough to get packed down by traffic, and then you're basically driving on a sheet of ice. Temperature will stay in the 20s tonight. There's a chance of freezing drizzle or snow tonight, so it's not going to get much better. And Saturday starts off kind of icy, too. We're in a different storm track now. You know, the day of the Clipper is over. The day of the Bombogenesis ocean cyclone off of New England is over. Now we have this long, drawn-out storm track from west to east. Now, right now, the only thing falling from the sky east of the Mississippi River is light snow in Fort Drum, New York, and Buffalo, and light rain at Cape Canaveral. That's it. Nothing else east of the Mississippi River. The storm factory is becoming this. This will happen tomorrow. That's why winter storm warnings are in effect for the mountains above Los Angeles. Moisture flows in. This is going to be a steady state affair right through the weekend. Low pressure draws the moisture northward, and we're going to have a mixed bag of rain, sleet, and snow. Once you cross over the front, it's sleet and snow. South of the front, it'll be rain. Chicago, look for snow to move in. Light snow late Saturday night, one of many cities impacted by Sparta. Alex, back to you.
A winter storm Sparta could be the storm that puts Boston over the top for all-time snowiest seasons. Right now, you're holding at number 2, 5.6 inches away from tying the record. That's 107.6. 5.7 inches gives you the number 1 spot. And hey, parking is a premium in Boston. People use anything they can to save the space that they spent hours digging out. But come Monday, Boston's mayor says those space savers, they have to go. Caitlin Flint from New England Cable News shows us people in South Boston are not happy about it.
From buckets and barrels to the classic cones, they are some of the most valuable items on city streets in Boston right now. But starting Monday, these parking spot savers will become trash.
It wasn't a minor storm. It was a big time storm, and I think they should be rewarded with their parking spot.
Boston Mayor Marty Walsh has announced that the Public Works Department will begin removing space savers next week as part of regular neighborhood trash removal, an announcement that has many in South Boston sounding off.
I think the mayor's office needs to reassess that, considering the amount of snow we've had.
A lot of people out here days, hours, nights.
It's one neighborhood where residents say parking is bad enough without adding close to 8 feet of snow on top of it. Digging out from underneath it all has many feeling a strong sense of ownership for their spots, causing what some may call a parking battleground.
I do see some notes with some warnings, but a little comical stuff too.
Many spots across the city are being topped off with notes, some pleading for consideration, others engaging in an ongoing turf war, and there are those offering a word of caution.
I did see one saying, "I will slash tires if you remove this spot."
All examples of just how serious space savers and those that put them there are. But come next week, the battle will become a different one as drivers stop defending spots and instead begin a city scavenger hunt trying to find one.
There's nothing we can do. It's really a disaster zone.
Well, you know, from a battle over parking to a struggle on the roads, our brand new winter storm is already causing problems.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Tired of working for peanuts? Well, what if I told you that peanuts can work for you? That's right. I'm talking full-time delivery of 7 grams of protein and 6 essential nutrients. You ever seen a peanut take a day off? I didn't think so. Harness the hard-working power of the peanut.
Oh, man. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Harry.
You gotta do it like this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, George. Hey, Jim. State Farm agents are there whenever you need them.
When the moment's spontaneous, why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and the free 30-tablet trial.
Don't miss Founders Days at Pep Boys, where you can get 1921 prices on items store-wide, like a Torin 2-ton floor jack, just $19.21. And when you buy 3 select tires, you get the 4th one free instantly. Trust the boys to get you there.
No, I understand better than most that Washington doesn't come together on much. And it seems like it's even harder for him to get something right. But recently they did both. The new Reverse Mortgage Stabilization Act makes the reverse mortgage loan program even stronger. They ensured the stability of this important financial tool because they recognize the benefits a reverse mortgage can bring to millions of American seniors. It provides you with greater protection, more flexibility, and more confidence in your retirement.
Call 1-800-660-9362 now for your free information kit, including a complete reverse mortgage guide and DVD, personal stories from real borrowers, and a helpful family guide. Call 1-800-660-9362 for your free info kit today.
The fact is, a reverse mortgage is a proven way to turn your home's equity into cash. It's that simple. Facts usually are. You see, there's a lot of money just sort of sitting in your home, and AAG can help you use that equity to pay off some bills, eliminate your existing mortgage, fund your retirement, live a better life.
Call 1-800-660-9362 now to receive an info kit, including a reverse mortgage guide, DVD, and a new family guide. Call 1-800-660-9362.
AAG offers a range of reverse mortgages, and they'll help you find the one that best suits your family's needs. You can even get a line of credit that grows over time and allows you to use the money whenever you need it. Makes a lot of sense to me. Get all the facts. In the kits, you'll receive a helpful 3-part guide. The first will show you how a government-insured reverse mortgage allows you to access the equity in your home as tax-free cash. 500,000 people have already done it. The second booklet contains stories told by people just like you who've had their lives changed forever using a reverse mortgage. And the third guide is full of helpful answers and information for children and loved ones. Today's reverse mortgages are safer and smarter than ever. And that's a fact. AAG, the best advice for a better life.
Call 1-800-660-9362.
3,000 years of history waiting to be discovered.
Body was found this morning.
Do we have any suspects yet?
It's my job to find out what happened. Stop! It's time.
Someone wants to find it or died trying.
Dig, Thursday at 10 on USA.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy with showers, thunder possible, low 68. Chance of rain, 80%. Saturday, thunderstorms likely, high 78. Chance of rain, 80%. Saturday night, variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms, low 71. Chance of rain, 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Trash did the work. This is another man's totally awesome beer can space heater.
Hi. Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
We've got a live look from Garland, Texas, from the helicopter of NBC5 News in Dallas. Traffic has been slow go, even at a standstill at times, thanks to snow. Accumulations across parts of Oklahoma and Texas, anywhere from an inch to up to 4, but it doesn't take much to slow things down.
Yeah, we still have a winter weather advisory for Dallas till 6, but then there's more where that came from tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, look at a video from a few hours ago. Interstate 30 in Fort Worth. Traffic was just a nightmare because vehicles couldn't get over that ramp. There was dangerous driving just to the start of Sparta. Just the beginning. And already big problems.
Those elevated roads are the worst. Because it's below freezing underneath, on the top, they stay iced the longest, so be careful.
Absolutely. And, you know, we're watching for a freezing rain threat around parts of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex into tomorrow, so could be more issues for you. Welcome back to Weather Center Live. I'm Alex Wilson.
Hard to put a smile on your face when you have all these, dangers out there.
I'm trying to make it the best for you, warn you now in advance in a happy way, so maybe you can just make plans to stay inside because you can't get hurt, can't get stuck if you're in your house.
I'm Dave Schwartz. Good to see you. The weekend is almost here, so let's get straight to what you can expect with Winter Storm Sparta dominating the picture. Now, here we have it. We're looking all the way west to California and Nevada, so that's where all this stuff is coming from, and it's headed for Texas. So we're going to be in it for a while here. Tomorrow, the snow line is going to be up into Oklahoma, and then Sunday, it will spread across the Mississippi River toward Chicago, Des Moines, Detroit, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and then on east Sunday night on into New England. So this is Winter Storm Sparta with another one on its heels. Let's get the latest now from Alex.
Start in Texas, where we continue to see some snow north of the Dallas area generally, but even in Dallas, reporting moderate snow, Gainesville, light snow. Temps still chilly in the low to mid 20s. Further down the road around Austin and San Antonio, really off to the south, freezing rain reported there. Fort Smith, Tulsa, Stillwater, McAllister, all seeing snow. Same for Oklahoma City. So Oklahoma into Arkansas, snow is falling, and that's going to cause more issues along Interstate 40 and 44. Look at Tulsa, north of you. You saw 2 inches of snowfall already, and look at the snowfall reports coming in all across parts of Oklahoma. So tough afternoon for travel out there. Evening will offer up more snow showers. So again, if you can, just get takeout on your way home and head in for the night. Winter Storm Sparta has already led to alerts. We've got winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings across parts of New Mexico, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, into Arkansas, Missouri, even Illinois. Here's the forecast as we go through the remainder of today. Notice some snow showers will linger into Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, but then we watch another burst of snow work eastward into the Texas Panhandle and central Oklahoma as we get into tomorrow morning. Could see a little bit of that mix, some wintry mix, even freezing rain around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. By tomorrow afternoon, we expect rain into parts of Oklahoma and Texas with that snow line working further to the north. But a wintry mix even into southern Missouri as you get into the early morning hours of Sunday. Through Sunday, 5 to 8 inches from Wichita to Kansas City, really in that zone. And notice also further to the east, 3 to 5 inches through the rest of Kansas, at least through, say, south central and eastern parts of the state. In much of northern Oklahoma, 1 to 3 inches will be the norm. That does include central Oklahoma around the OKC area. Saturday night, we've got a wintry mix into the areas with the pink. Freezing rain for Oklahoma City, snow to the north, and Kansas City approaching Chicago. By Sunday, Chicago and Cleveland will see snow, wintry mix into southern Ohio and central Indiana and Illinois. Freezing rain through parts of Missouri. Even a little bit of South Carolina could see some of that. And then notice most of areas south of the wintry mix zone are looking at rain only. Through Sunday, central Illinois and Indiana, 5 to 8 inches there. Even around Cleveland and northwestern PA, you could see some of those heavier accumulations. Sunday night, wintry mix for northern Kentucky, sections of Ohio and Indiana, northern half of West Virginia and southern parts of the state of Pennsylvania, right through central New Jersey. Little freezing rain in South Jersey and northern Maryland. Further to the south, it's rain. Syracuse, Boston, snow for you. Syracuse, you could pick up 1 to 3 inches, 3 to 5 in Boston, 1 to 3 for Bangor and also around New York, but western PA, that's where some of those heavier totals will be, around 5 to 8 inches through the end of your weekend. Dave.
Alex, I was going to pick up some sturgeon out here at the public market in Seattle for dinner. What do you think?
That sounds delicious.
54 degrees. It's cloudy. The rain's over. Oh, just a few sprinkles. That's just about it. But a wonderful weekend is coming up in Seattle. Seattle's 1 inch of rain today becomes Indianapolis's freezing rain on Tuesday. That's our new storm track now. The Pacific Northwest, Seattle, down through San Francisco, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and then it makes a hard left, heads across the Mississippi Valley and into Indiana and points east. So in Indianapolis, we expect a little snow, maybe mixed with a little rain Sunday. Then we clear out partially, cold day on Monday. Then we get back into precip, maybe a little snow, changing to freezing rain. All right, on Tuesday morning, then it warms up to 47. But then on the back end of the storm, it may just change back to snow before ending on Wednesday. Look at Wednesday night's low, 7 degrees. So it's going to be up and down. It's just not going to be straight cold every single day. The whole jet stream pattern has changed. Do you remember when earlier this winter, we had a big ridge of high pressure over the west? Jet stream taking the storms that California might get all the way up here. Then down here, the clippers and the super cold. We got the opposite pattern getting generated now. Not quite as intense as the last one, but still cool and showery here and snowy up in the mountains and warmer from New Mexico all the way to New Jersey. So what's the impact of that? You know, what does that mean? Well, you know, it's not all good. It's not just coming back from cold to warmer, because that transition is about as easily made as adolescence. Going from childhood to adulthood, there's a little turbulence involved. We're going to have moisture coming in now that the storm track is this far north. We'll have rain all across the southeast, and then warm, moist air overrunning the cold air. So we're going to have a stretch of freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Here's our rain Tuesday. This is Tuesday already. This is Washington's rain that we had today in Seattle. This is that storm. Chicago, freezing rain or sleet. Cincinnati, same kind of mess. Pittsburgh, same kind of mess as the warmer air gets involved in the atmosphere. And the Arctic air, tough to let go, but still hangs out at lower levels. Snow, look at the rain snow line. Milwaukee, Storm Lake, Iowa, all the way up to like St. Clair, Michigan, and Du Bois, Pennsylvania. So that's a warm air heading northward. But the transition, as I said, is a bumpy one. Snow for northern New England Tuesday night, and then here comes our new batch of cold air, changing rain back to snow possibly in Indianapolis. Alex, back to you.
And Dave, on the southern side of next week's storm, which could be named Thor, we've got a chance for thunder. Makes sense. Thor is god of thunder, so thunderstorms possible from Biloxi to Atlanta up towards Nashville, Tennessee. Let's look at your forecast in Nashville. The music will be ongoing, but Mother Nature providing some base of its own with that thunder. 65 your high on Tuesday, 57 the low Tuesday night. So the temperatures are going to be warming up. Comes at the cost of rain and storms, though. That warm, moist air will be working out of the south. There's that stalling front, but the jet stream well off to the north, so that colder air will retreat to the north with this new storm moving east. As that cold front moves through, that moisture, that warmth up against that cold air will provide those thunderstorms. Here's Tuesday's forecast. Rain and thunderstorms from St. Louis to Tulsa, all the way down to Jackson and over into the Carolinas. Dave.
Thanks, Alex. We still have some rough driving conditions in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. This is, we had a look at it, but it's still icy and snowy. Be careful. We'll be back.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy with showers. Thunder possible. Low 68. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday, thunderstorms likely. High 78. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday night, variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Low 71. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Looks like 20 feet.
At Intel, they have this technology. You can take a picture and measure the distance before you jump.
Intel, this is where it all changes.
How do I get hotel deals nobody else gets? I know a guy. I know this guy, Coloito, and this guy who knows a guy. Hey, guy. I know a guy in New York, Vegas, Dallas. I've known some guys for decades. And some, nice to meet you. Let's deal. My competitors may know a guy, but I know over 60,000 guys. And gals.
Exclusive hotel deals up to 60% off. Priceline.com.
So, you say men are superior drivers?
Yeah,
Then how'd I get this?
Safe driving bonus check. Every 6 months without an accident, Allstate sends a check. Okay. Silence. Are you in good hands?
They're two of a kind. And just like toddlers, puppies need food made for them. That's why there's Purina Puppy Chow. With all the essential nutrients your growing puppy needs. Purina Puppy Chow.
You again. Gorilla Glue. Of course.
Water activated, original Gorilla Glue expands into the materials to form an incredibly strong bond for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Wow, I've been Claritin Clear for 10 days.
When your allergies start, doctors recommend taking one non-drowsy Claritin every day during your allergy season for continuous relief.
18 days.
12 days.
24 days of continuous relief. Live Claritin Clear every day.
Approaching Medicare eligibility? You may think you can put off checking out your Medicare options until you're 65. But now is a good time to get the ball rolling. Keep in mind, Medicare only covers about 80% of Part B medical costs. The rest is up to you. That's where AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, come in. Like all standardized Medicare supplement insurance plans, they could help pay some of what Medicare doesn't, saving you in out-of-pocket medical costs. You've learned that taking informed steps along the way really makes a difference later. That's what it means to go long. Call now and request this free decision guide. It's full of information on Medicare and the range of AARP Medicare supplement plans to choose from, based on your needs and budget. All plans like these let you choose any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients, and there are no network restrictions. United Healthcare Insurance Company has over 30 years' experience and the commitment to roll along with you, keeping you on course. So call now and discover how an AARP Medicare supplement plan could go long for you. These are the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP, an organization serving the needs of people 50 and over for generations. Plus, 9 out of 10 plan members surveyed say they would recommend their plan to a friend. Remember, Medicare doesn't cover everything. The rest is up to you. Call now, request your free decision guide, and start gathering the information you need to help you keep rolling with confidence. Go long.
So you're saying you're going to give me my credit score for free, right? And then you're going to ask me for my credit card so you can charge me on the down low. 2 weeks later, look, Credit Karma.
Oh, are you talking to websites again?
It's saying free credit score.
Credit Karma? Yeah, it's actually free. Look, you don't have to put in your credit card information. Credit Karma. Really free credit scores. Really free.
Fist bump.
Hey, need something to warm you up? Well, check out this incredible video posted by National Geographic. Drones were sent to fly right above the Vanuatu volcano in the South Pacific. Now, the team did lose a few drones, we're told, when they were shooting this, but they used heat suits in those drones to create the first ever 3D map of the volcano. How cool, but I guess it's how hot is that, Dave?
Well, that's what we need. I was just thinking maybe to break this awful record cold snap, what we need are a couple of new volcanoes. You know, like out in the middle of the lake. Nobody gets hurt, but heat radiating it. Listen to this. National Weather Service just came through with this. Record snow today in Dallas, 1.7 inches. Record low high temperature, 30 degrees. Our average high is 65. And check this out. This morning in Iowa, 4 cities, 4 temperatures. They're all records. These are the old records, and 2 of them busted by 10 degrees. These 2 records were set in 1897 and held the entire 20th century. Held the entire 20th century, and then this morning, not only did they get broken, they got smashed by 10 degrees. That's what a historic cold outbreak this is. Do we need warmer weather? Yes, we do. Are we going to get some? Yeah, kind of. This is only part of the story, but it does show you that there's hope. I mean, we were, 17, 18 today in Chicago, 20s tomorrow, 31 in Chicago on Sunday. Of course, I'm not telling you what's falling from the sky at that point, but at least it's going to be warm, huh? Cleveland, Columbus, Detroit, Chicago, one of the coldest February freezes ever. Cleveland, our coldest February ever. Number 2 for Detroit, Chicago, and Marquette. Columbus, 3rd coldest February. And in Syracuse, 28 straight days below 32 degrees. If our forecast verifies tomorrow, a brand new record in the Cuse. Alex.
Thank you, Dave. Well, hey, the way you see weather on TV could look a lot different today had it not been for the woman you're about to meet. She was making TV history and breaking the color barrier back in the 1960s. Meteorologist Vivian Brown introduces you to Diane White-Clato.
The 1960s, the height of the civil rights movement, and St. Louis was not immune. But in 1962, the face of TV weather was about to change color. The first African-American female to do weather went on the air at KSDK.
The high in Chicago, 90 degrees. Springfield hit 87.
Her name, Diane White-Clato.
Oh, I said, well, what am I supposed to do? And they said to me, this is called television. And when those two red lights, when they come on, start talking. I said, about what? And they said to me, preferably something about the weather.
And she did, for upwards of the next 25 plus years, in addition to anchoring and reporting. You might say she broke the color barrier more than once. She was one of the first black students at the University of Missouri and the first black model at a major St. Louis department store as well.
That cold Canadian air coming down usually sets us back a little bit. That's what we don't want to happen.
White-Clato says she never planned to be a pioneer.
You felt an energy that was saying, come on, I hope she doesn't make a mistake. I hope. Yeah. And it meant so much to me to get a friendly call because I expected the worst.
She was probably the best, one of the best people I've ever met, and always had other people on her mind.
She was a ball of fire, no question about it. She reacted to all kinds of things and subjects that were thrown at her. She reacted very well.
She was just fun to be around. She laughed a lot, she joked a lot, but she also went out of her way to mentor young people like myself.
She is in love with life. She, loves to be involved, and that's been her legacy. She is a force of nature.
Oh man, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Harry.
Man. You gotta do it like this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, George. Hey, Jim. State Farm agents are there whenever you need them. At Ancestry, we call it a hint. Simply type in a name and follow the Ancestry leaf far into your family's past. A past filled with stories that intrigue and inspire. And in doing so, reveal the one unique, improbable, and completely remarkable path that led to you. Discover your story. Start searching for free now at Ancestry.com.
Atlantic Beach Sports.
Oh, love it.
Houma, Louisiana.
Oh, fantastic food. Carefree, Arkansas.
Been there.
Louisville, Texas.
Done that. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Phil and I go way back. Love that little animal.
Weekday mornings, Jim Cantori, Sam Champion, and Jennifer Delgado on AMHQ, starting at 7.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here, and that's just Sam.
Weekday mornings at 7, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy with showers. Thunder possible. Low 68. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday, thunderstorms likely. High 78. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday night. Variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Low 71. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Looks like the Garcias got a new car.
What'd they get?
I don't know.
Sure doesn't look like a Buick.
Buick. I'm outside. Where are you? I'm right here. I'm in the Buick. I don't see a Buick.
Take a fresh look at Buick. It just might surprise you.
Ooh, that's not a Buick. That's what I told him. Wow.
This is nice.
Oh, my.
Today through Monday is your last chance to get $5,000 total cash back on select Buick sedans in stock the longest. But hurry, this limited time offer ends Monday.
Okay, listen up. I'm reworking the menu. Mayo, corn dogs, you are so out of here.
The complete balanced nutrition of great tasting Ensure. 24 vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, and 9 grams of protein.
Ensure, nutrition in charge.
Sometimes, bigger is better. But other times, bigger just gets in the way. At Brother, we know the biggest printer isn't always the best fit for every office. So we've come up with a bigger idea. Don't supersize, optimize. See how we can help you put the right printers in all the right places and help reduce your costs. Now that's big. Brother, at your side. Learn more at don'tsupersizeoptimize.com.
Lowe's presents How to Make a Friend Speak When She's Speechless.
Wow, Kim, I'm speechless. Your new bathroom looks so beautiful, I can't even talk right now. I literally can't even open my mouth to talk.
Now get the Moen Oxby faucet for $89 at Lowe's.
Doers. They don't worry if something's possible. They just do it. At Sears Optical, we're committed to bringing them
It's time to elevate your expectations of what luxury waterfront living can be. Water Club North Palm Beach. In the heart of everything you love about the Palm Beaches. Unmatched views in every direction. Unrivaled amenities. Private club living on the water's edge. Water Club North Palm Beach, presented by Coulter. Visit our sales gallery just south of PGA Boulevard on US 1.
Your visions of getting lost in the comfort of stressless seating can now more easily be brought to life at Style & Comfort. For a limited time, enjoy a free leather upgrade from fabric to leather, or from one grade of leather to a superior grade. You can envision the comfort and the tranquility of unwinding in a stressless. And now you can feel it at Style & Comfort in the Stewart Center between Rag Street and Home Goods.
You only have 2 hands, but you have a whole lot of bristles.
Call 1-800-582-1681.
This March,
one man's trash
get the work
is another man's totally awesome beer can space heater.
Hi.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Take a live look at snow falling in the Salt Lake City area right now. Gorgeous shot. Hard to tell where the mountains and the sky meet as we've got the snow showers falling, reducing visibilities, and that has been the theme today into parts of Texas as well. So let's take a look at what's happening across the Lone Star State and into Oklahoma, where some heavy snow has been persistent. Western Arkansas getting in on that as well. But into parts of Texas, north of Dallas, that's where we've seen some persistent snow. And my weather producer Sean says that in this area that you're looking at, that's where the National Weather Service is going to upgrade to a winter storm warning, likely because of that persistent heavier snowfall. Also, notice these deeper blue bands into parts of western Arkansas. That's where you're seeing the heavier snow. It's accumulating faster, and it's also reducing visibility. So keep that in mind. You're approaching your drive home time. It's 4:50 Central. I know a lot of you will be leaving work. Be careful on the roads. Over to New Mexico, you've seen snow as well. Some issues on the roads there earlier as well. All right, through Sunday, here's what we're looking at. The big winners into Kansas, also the state of Missouri. That's where we could see 5 to 8 inches. But for Oklahoma City, 1 to 3 inches. Lesser amounts into North Texas. Now, we may see this area increase just a bit. But for Dallas, as we get into tomorrow, we are really watching just for rain, also freezing rain. So could see some slick spots to start the day. Now this weekend, you've got this jet stream interaction. Keep in mind this area right here, because as we look forward, that's going to be the area where we've got stronger lift, and this in turn is also where we're looking at some of our higher snowfall totals as Sparta gets moving off towards the east. Saturday night, you've got the freezing rain into Oklahoma City, even still some parts of North Texas. Anywhere you see pink from Wichita to Springfield over into northern Kentucky, wintry mix, snow further up to the north for places like Indianapolis. And through Sunday, that area of maximum lift, also where we're seeing the heavier snowfall amounts, 5 to 8 inches from central Illinois and Indiana over into Ohio and western Pennsylvania. Alerts already in play. We've got winter storm watches for Toledo and Cleveland and Erie and Du Bois, Pennsylvania, also southwestern New York. Through Sunday, now notice Boston, you're in that darker blue, as well as parts of Rhode Island and Connecticut. 3 to 5 inches for you from this one, 1 to 3 inches in Syracuse and Albany, up to Burlington and Bangor and western PA, really north of the Pittsburgh area. That's where we could see 5 to 8 additional inches of snowfall. Here's the next one. On Sunday, we've got this western storm that's going to begin to head off towards the east. As it does so, we've got that warm air from the south, warm, moist air working northward. Notice that jet stream further up to the north. So that cold air really focused into parts of the northern plains and Canada. That interaction between the warm air, the cold air, will also allow for some thunderstorms. So that moisture gets flowing off to the north. We've got that storm moving off towards the east, colder air up to the north. That's going to keep the rain snow line well further north than we've seen with our past few storms. And instead of watching for snow across the south, we're actually going to see the storms. Here's your Tuesday forecast. Notice some freezing rain through parts of, say, Ohio and Indiana, getting into Illinois, even western West Virginia and the mountains of West Virginia and western VA. As we look at the pink, that's where you can see the wintry mix. Snow way up to the north, northern PA, New York, getting into northern lower Michigan and much of Wisconsin. But there's a large zone where it's thunderstorms we'll see. Tuesday night, southeast, still watching for rain and storms, and that wintry mix will persist a little further to the north. Then, as we get towards our Wednesday, still places like Boston also going to get in on the rain. You've got to head way up into interior and northern sections of New England before you see that wintry mix or that area in purple I've circled. That's where we can see the freezing rain. Snow really limited to northern Maine, and then the northwest side of that system back into parts of, say, Indiana, also Illinois. Dave.
Wow, what a mess. Thanks, Alex. Well, during the winter, you can get some really amazing weather photography, and here's an example of that. These are waves off of Nantucket Island in Massachusetts this week. Now, the photographer says the surface of the sea was covered in a frozen slush, which created these amazing slush waves. How about that? And then we've got some gorgeous pictures. Do we have those snowflakes? But look at that. That is just, it's like a frozen slushy.
It is like a frozen slushy, isn't it?
Look at some of the ice that developed between January and February off the coast of Massachusetts. This is a satellite image, a visible satellite image, and we go from January to February. All the snow on the ground and the ice just offshore.
There you have it. Hey, thanks so much for joining us. Nick Walker and Alex Wallace are up next. See you Monday.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy with showers. Thunder possible. Low 68. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday, thunderstorms likely. High 78. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday night, variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Low 71. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Slipping and and sliding. That's how a lot of drivers in Texas spent their day as Winter Storm Sparta brought a burst of snow around the lunch hour. And there's more to come with this newly named storm. We're keeping you ahead of it, but the weekend will be messy for millions of Americans. Well, we want to thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Nick Walker.
And I'm Alex Wallace. Winter Storm Sparta, it caused a lot of problems in Texas, like a massive pileup that took place in the Melissa, which is just north of Dallas. It was just a mess today on U.S. Highway 75, north of the city. Cars and trucks, they began sliding off the road in the snow, slamming into one another. Now, all told, 15 cars and 2 semis wrecked. The Texas Highway Patrol says there were no serious injuries. Thank goodness there. Well, joining us now live in Dallas is reporter Ray Vieta with our affiliate KXAS. Ray, thanks for joining us. What are the conditions like there now?
Hey, Alex, it is causing such a mess on these roadways. You can see right behind me that there is a lot of traffic buildup on the service roads here, and that's because just where we are, there was an 18-wheeler that jackknifed just south of Dallas. We were actually headed to that area, but could not get there because of the fact that that 18-wheeler had jackknifed and police were blocking off the roads. That has been such a big problem all throughout North Texas. 18-wheelers trying to get up hills, trying to get up overpasses, trying to get onto bridges. That's been what's really driving police to be out here and directing traffic. It's also caused issues for school districts. A lot of students have been dismissed early. A lot of districts throughout North Texas releasing their students. There have been delays and cancellations at our area airports, Dallas-Fort Worth International and Dallas Love Field. But again, the problem continues to be driving a lot of folks. It's just about 5 o'clock here, so a lot of folks are trying to get home, trying to get into that evening commute. Commutes that usually take 20 minutes, taking 3 times as long, about just so folks could get home. And we're not even done yet. The forecasters are calling for freezing rain, which will of course cause even more headaches for folks trying to get out there. Alex? Wow, a mess for sure. Got to be safe out there across the state. Thanks so much, Ray Vieta there with KXAS, our affiliate. Meanwhile, we take a look at some of those alerts that are in place right now, all thanks to Winter Storm Sparta. And they're in the blue. Winter weather advisory stretching across Texas up through portions of the plains and into the Midwest, including Kansas City and St. Louis. Even as you get into parts of the Rockies, we've got winter storm warnings that are in place. Albuquerque, a spot underneath that warning. So we've got a lot to deal with, and Nick has the very latest on where the storm is now and where it's headed.
Oh, Alex, we've got a lot of ground to cover with Sparta here as we head through the weekend. The south central part of the country, northward and eastward. Winter weather advisories are up here from West Texas up through the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Even a little freezing rain has prompted that winter weather advisory around the Austin area, Oklahoma City to Kansas City, and even back toward portions of Colorado and New Mexico as well. Here's the snow on the radar right now. All this blue is snow that is falling right now. It's not necessarily hitting the ground everywhere, though. Little Rock, not yet reporting that snowfall. It's just evaporating on the way down. We're seeing it up in the upper elevations, but it's just not reaching the ground. But we do expect to see more snowfall around the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the next few hours, Oklahoma City as well. And then as we head into Saturday, we're going to see freezing rain turning over to rain here around the Dallas area. Snow will be confined to a more northerly section, and particularly the heavy snow here up through portions of Kansas on into Missouri. So maybe another 1 to 3 inches here north of Dallas up into the panhandle of Texas, 3 to 5 inches there around Wichita, Kansas. Kansas City could be an area to get 5 to 8 inches of snowfall. Saturday night, we'll see more wintry precipitation in the form of freezing rain and sleet in that purple and pink colors, and that will carry all the way into the mid-Atlantic and northward, but it is going to be snow, we think, in Chicago, Cleveland, all the way into the northeast. The snow through Sunday, again, could see 5 to 8 inches where we have a lot of lift in the atmosphere. We're talking about Indiana, portions of Illinois, and over into Ohio and into Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, probably in that 1 to 3 inch range. North of you could get more. Sunday night, we're going to see all this making its way eastward. So Boston, another round of snowfall for you. New York City, you'll probably see a mixture of rain and snow, maybe some sleet in the mix. Freezing rain there in southern Jersey, and back towards Cincinnati, turning over into sleet and snow and a rain wintry mix southward. So we've got lots of precipitation types on the board here through Sunday, that 5 to 8 inches could reach north and east of the Pittsburgh area. 3 to 5 inches, we think, in portions of New York, Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey. New York, right on the edge of that, will probably be in the 3 to 5 inch range there in Boston. Lesser amounts southward and northward initially on up into northern New England. But more snow from Sparta on the way here into the Northeast by the time Monday rolls around. Alex?
Oh boy, the winter just continues. Well, let's get you into Chicago, where we're sitting at 11 degrees. Balmy? I think not. Yeah, chilly time for you there in Chi-Town, and we've got more bitter cold air to deal with in the coming days. So a lot of folks been bundling up there, not just Chi-Town, but the rest of the Midwest as well. So let's talk about this cold that could be record-setting here in the next few days. Check out Indianapolis Saturday morning now as we get to tomorrow morning. Forecasting the goose egg 0. The record is 2, so it could break the record there. Chicago, another spot, getting down to 1 below 0 tomorrow, could break a record that goes all the way back to the 1800s. Toledo smashing our record here. 2 below 0 is the record. We're forecasting 10 below. And Cleveland, another spot that could break the record by a good 4 degrees. So it's just the amount that we're breaking these records that's incredible. Now, right now, we've got a lot of teens showing up out there. 12 in Cleveland, over towards Indianapolis. Louisville, one of the milder spots, if you want to call it that. 24 for you right now. And as we head on into tomorrow morning, all the pinks and those white shades, that's indicating very cold air that'll be in place. 0 showing up for you there in Minneapolis, the same in Indy. St. Louis, there for you, you'll be right around 14 degrees. But look what happens to us in Chicago now. Your average lows are right around 24 degrees. We're not anywhere near that tomorrow morning. And even as we get into Sunday, warming up a notch into the teens. So at least we're moving in the right direction. And then by Tuesday morning, we're in the 20s. So that's going to feel much better than what we'll deal with over the next couple of mornings. But we have to wait until we get into next week, Tuesday into Wednesday, to feel some of that slight warm up. In Cleveland, another spot, 26 degrees. That is average. Well, look what we'll find for tomorrow morning, below 0, but we do start to climb the ladder. So by the time we get to Monday morning now, we're right around where we should be. But there's a little hiccup Tuesday morning before we really surge up to nearly 40 degrees once we get into that Wednesday morning. Nick?
Well, just wait until then. Thanks so much, Alex. Well, right on the heels of Winter Storm Sparta, another winter storm with naming potential. After your local on the 8s, we'll break down the winter weather that could move from the Rockies all the way to the Northeast early this week. And more of this video, this must-see video of the day. An SUV spins out on an icy highway. How all this played out, that's coming up on Weather Center Live. Keep it here.
Sometimes at last doesn't happen at first.
Your dad just kissed my mom.
Turning two worlds into one takes love. Helping protect that world takes State Farm.
So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
I'm gonna go up.
When I put my feet up on this bed, my stress just goes away.
Visit your local retailer and discover how Tempur-Pedic can move you.
It may seem strange, but people really can love their laxative, especially when it's Miralax. It hydrates, eases, and softens to unblock your system naturally, so you have peace of mind from start to finish. Love your laxative, Miralax.
Introducing Ring, the world's most advanced doorbell.
Hello?
Delivery for Aaron Parker?
Thanks, you can leave it at the door.
Ring streams HD video and audio to smartphones and tablets. With dual power options, you can install Ring in just minutes. And Ring's real-time motion alerts are the perfect way to monitor your home. Convenience, monitoring, security. Order your Ring video doorbell today at ring.com.
It's all leading to the end of days.
This is bigger than any of us. This thing could bring the whole world into chaos. Armageddon.
Dig premieres Thursday at 10 on USA Network.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy with showers, thunder possible. Low 68. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday, thunderstorms likely. High 78. Chance of rain 80%. Saturday night, variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Low 71. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This March, one man's trash, this is perfect, is another man's wood-powered Jeep gasifier. Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
And I turn around and there's 3 rattlesnakes.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don't worry, Rob, you're covered.
State Farm agents are there whenever you need them.
Eligible for Medicare? That's a good thing, but it doesn't cover everything. Only about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. So consider an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like all standardized Medicare supplement insurance plans, they could save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. Call today to request a free decision guide. With these types of plans, you'll be able to visit any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. Plus, there are no networks and virtually no referrals needed. Join the millions who have already enrolled in the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP and provided by United Healthcare Insurance Company, which has over 30 years of experience behind it. With all the good years ahead, look for the experience and commitment to go the distance with you. Call now to request your free decision guide.
Good evening, New York City. A beautiful